How you doing? Tim Vanini here, New Dimensions Turf. Want to talk to you about my backyard project that I talked to you about actually last week. Want to give you the bird's eye view here, as well as talk to you about fertilizers today and the difference between an organic fertilizer and a synthetic fertilizer. Here I'm going to show you right now what we have, and as you can see, we have a small patch of grass where my yard is. We have where the fence line used to be, and then we have my neighbor's lawn over on the other side. And in due time, we are going to blend this all together so it looks like one stand of grass. And I'm also working on over there a little bit of landscaping, working on some different plant materials. So anyway, and I should say over in that grassy area where I have what I have there, I have perennial ryegrass. I have creeping bentgrass. Most often you find from golf courses. It's used extensively on golf courses, and just so happens to be, if you look over that way, we have the zoo, but we also have Delaware Park, and there's a golf course, lo and behold, in the middle of that park. And then I also have supina bluegrass, and supina bluegrass is a wonderful grass that you can use in the shade. It's stoloniferous like creeping bentgrass, which means it has little stems that go across the top, and it spreads that way, and also spreads through seed as well too. But it is a great grass. It's an aggressive grass, loves the water, loves fertility, and I'll talk more about that later on. What I want to bring up to you is fertilizers, and we have organic fertilizers which release with heat and are typically made of manures, bone meal, sludge, that sort of thing. And then you have the synthetic organic fertilizers, and those are usually man-made, and they can have different chemical combinations or different they have different entities around that, such as sulfur-coated or poly-coated, that can turn it into a slow release versus its normal form, which is urea, and it's a quick release. And quick release means once water hits it, it dissolves right away. It's a salt, so it dissolves right away and becomes available to the plant. Notice I said synthetic and natural organics. Anything with carbon is organic, and a lot of people have this perception that the synthetic fertilizers that are typically used are bad fertilizers. They're not bad fertilizers. They have to be used properly, and they're typically released with moisture, and you can use those fertilizers from up here in Buffalo at the end of March, beginning of April, all the way into mid-November. And for the natural organics, since they rely on temperature or heat to be released and nitrogen being available to the plant, you have to look to probably use those starting in mid-May, and you can get release all the way through to end of August, mid-September. What's available today that is starting to become more available, and that is what's called a hybrid product or a bridge product. And that product is a combination of a synthetic fertilizer, a man-made fertilizer, and a natural organic combined together. It increases the nitrogen analysis, and that's that number, that first number you see on a bag. It increases that analysis, and also the reason why that product has come out as well too is that it takes a lot of product to match the equivalency of a synthetic. Excuse me, it takes a lot of a natural product to meet the equivalency of a synthetic product. If you, for instance, want to put 1 pound of nitrogen down per 1,000 square feet. I know that's a lot of language in there, but what it means is usually you got to put more of a product down with the natural product than you do with synthetic. So by combining the two, it's less product that you need, and yet you're still getting the effects of the natural organic. Got all that? So anyway, you can replay me here if you need to listen to that again, but that's a little bit of what we want to talk about today with fertilizers. Obviously there's more along the way here, but by all means please submit your questions, and I'm happy to answer those as we progress with my backyard project. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.